Rinaldi from the KFNX Weather Center.
Currently in downtown Phoenix, it's 81 degrees.
What if I told you that getting Medicare coverage doesn't have to be a complicated process? Are you tired of being confused with the many coverage options available to you with Medicare? At Tapestry Insurance Group, let us help by taking the confusion and complication out of your Medicare options so you can get the coverage you need. Some available plans have no additional premium and may help lower your out-of-pocket costs. There's never a cost for a consultation with one of our licensed agents, so don't delay. Contact us at 602-541-7656 or visit tapestryinsurancegroup.com.
If I traded it all.
So welcome back, everyone. Woohoo!
Here we are.
We've got Michael Henderson, and he is the owner of Tapestry Insurance Group. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself. You say that every day is a Medicare day.
Every day's a Medicare day because it is. There's lots of options out there, and that's what we do. We help people to navigate Medicare, interpret Medicare, however you want to call it. We help people with information, and it's a lot. It's a daunting task when somebody is either turning 65 or they're moving into a new area or something of that nature, to understand it, first of all, and then to make a decision. It's just a really daunting task. So we help to alleviate some of that.
Certain things just make sense. And the thing that makes sense to me the most when I listen to you is to talk to him and have a free consult. You don't charge for what you do.
Yeah, there's no cost to visit with us with one of our agents. We get paid from the carriers if you do something. If you're on the right plan now and we don't change anything, then at least you have that information. And that's really important to me, because there's a lot of people that don't have all the information.
Right. And so when you talk to him, you have to call and leave a message. This is something we do want people to know. You have to leave a message so that he can call you back. There's some rules there.
Yep.
And you can call him at 602-541-7656. The website is tapestryinsurancegroup.com. I have to say something,
Say it.
I'm about ready to turn 64. But a lot of people probably can relate to this, where you're thinking, obviously, maybe rents go up, or our food prices and gas prices and all this stuff.
Yep.
And right now we're starting to feel a little bit choked from that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people that are going to get their Social Security, some people may thinking, do I take it? Don't I take it? A lot of people don't know whether or not Medicare is free, and they think it's free.
What the costs are. Yeah.
Isn't. You need to know these questions. And
Yep.
I have been, even though I'm not, like you have always said, I'm not necessarily 65 yet, but I'm thinking about it. It is so good to plan ahead, and
Yep.
it makes it so much easier.
Yeah, there's a lot there can be a lot that goes into it. You may still be working at 65 and have employer group coverage, but is that going to save you the most money? Meaning, does your employer group coverage have a $5,000 deductible? Are you paying $200 a month for it out of your paycheck? Things like that. We can help evaluate those things to see. Sometimes Medicare is more cost effective than that employer group plan. It might save you more money. But we can sit and look at those plans side by side to see.
Well, I also think that people, and I said that they think it's free, because when you look at this, I want you to know, I did it.
Oh, you did it?
I did. To find out how much is Medicare, how much is taken out. And it doesn't explain it very well. So it says free.
A lot of information.
And I'm sitting here listening to you for over a year or so now, 2 years, and I'm going, no, it's not free, but yes, it is. And I was talking to somebody who was like going, yes, yes, yes. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Why don't you call Michael Henderson?
Yeah.
Because he will explain that to you.
Yeah, so there's lots of different parts to Medicare. It kind of goes together like a puzzle, and that's what makes it confusing. First of all, remember, a lot of people that work for somebody for their lifetime, they pick between one or two plans that employer offers. The only thing that they make their decision on is how much is coming out of their paycheck.
That's it.
They don't look at the policies or the deductibles, things like that. Now you go into Medicare. There's all this stuff that's involved. There's lots of pieces to it. Part A, if you've worked enough in your lifetime, that you don't have a premium for that because you've paid into Medicare for your lifetime. Part A is only hospital coverage, though. If you want medical, like doctor's offices and imaging and things like that, that's Part B. And that one, for 2022, the base rate on that's $170.10.
Mm-hmm.
So that one does have a premium to it. If you have credible coverage through an employer, you don't have to do that. But again, if you're getting money taken out of your check for that employer plan and it has a large deductible, it may make sense to look at Medicare, Part A and B, because even at $170.10, it's pretty low cost.
Yeah, but it comes out of your
Yep.
Social Security. People
Yep.
need to understand that. But everybody has a different story. I think this
Of
is the
course.
most thing that people have to understand. You cannot talk to your neighbor. You can't even talk to your spouse because each of you have different, you might be taking different medications or whatever that is.
Yep.
You have to talk to somebody who's experienced. You cover the entire Southwest.
We do. We have agents all over the Southwest, from Southern California to Colorado and New Mexico and, of course, Arizona.
Yeah. And
All
here's-
over.
Oh, yeah, Arizona.
Oh, yeah, Arizona. We're here, too.
So what I want to also say, too, about Michael, first of all, you are a seniors advocate. You're their advocate.
We definitely try to be because, again, and you don't realize this until you get into this industry, but it is very confusing. And people know that when they get the government book that's half-inch thick or whatever, and they're looking at it. But I've had people break down in tears after they've made a decision. I've had all kinds of stuff happen because of the relief that happens when they learn about it a little bit, at least enough to make a decision. They know the ins and outs a little bit as it pertains to them. Your neighbor and family members and things like that, they might be on Medicare as well. And I wouldn't say not to talk to your neighbors because I want you to be a good neighbor. But when it comes to Medicare,
I have another opinion, but anyway, go ahead.
when it comes to Medicare, there's a lot of plans out there, and everybody has different needs. So don't take, somebody might think that this plan is the greatest thing since sliced bread, but for you might have a different condition or a different, financial status or something like that. So there may be a plan that fits better for you.
You also like to talk to everybody that calls you
I do.
direct. You start with that, and then what?
Yeah, so those numbers that you give that we talk about on the air here, those are my direct phone numbers. Those don't go to a call center or anything like that. They come to me. That's why you have to leave a message. I'm on the phone an awful lot. But I like to ask a few questions, get to know you a little bit, find out where you are so that I can connect you with one of our agents that is in your area. Because it's super important, to me anyway, to have somebody connect with you that knows the area. Rather than calling a call center that's in Timbuktu, Florida or somewhere like that. I think there is a place called Timbuktu, Florida. Anyway, rather than get a call center or something, somebody that's in your area, somebody that knows the doctor networks, the medical groups, the plans, and it's just a much better fit.
And even when I call Michael, I have to leave a message too, because if you don't leave a message, he cannot call you back.
Exactly.
And you want to do that.
And that's not because I don't want to call you back. It's because with Medicare, we have to have what's called permission to call. Mm-hmm. And I just can't grab a phone book of phone numbers and start calling people and say,
There's a
how's your
protocol.
Medicare? Exactly.
And that's for your benefit out there, by
Yeah.
the way. That is your benefit. So the phone number to call him is 602-541-7656. It's Tapestry Insurance Group.com. And please understand, too, this service is a free service to the families. And I believe that, it doesn't matter if you are beforehand, if you're younger and you want to start getting yourself ready, maybe you're older and you are by yourself and you've got a lot of questions about this. Don't go on to Dr. Google and try and do it yourself. Talk to somebody. It's a free consultation.
Yeah.
It's free to actually work with you.
Yeah, there's no cost to any of our clients from us. If you pick a plan with a premium, there's obviously that, but there's no payment to us as an agency. We've had, obviously, if you're thinking about Medicare, but we have younger people that come in with questions for their parents. We just had it happen the other day. A girl brought her dad into the office because he asked her, and she's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's what we're here for.
And again, if you look on Google, too, all of those different answers that you get, they're very confusing.
Even the answers can be confusing because they may not pertain to you 100%, right? So they're very basic, umbrella answers, which doesn't mean they're wrong, but it may not fit you.
Also, you do not want to call the people that you see on television. As nice as they are, and you think that they're going to be the ones that calling you back, it's not them. And plus, that's a gimmick. It's
an ad, right? It's an ad on TV to get you to call. They put a lot of things in those ads and make you believe that it's available to everybody, the free Part B premiums and things like that. Those are based on income. There's a lot of things they don't tell you in an ad because you can't do it in 60 seconds, right? But you need to be educated. So call somebody local. We'd love it to be us, but if you have a local agent, that's fine. Talk to your local agent. because that's the important part of Medicare.
Michael is a ton of fun to work with, too. He is the jolliest guy. And what I love about you is that you care so much about your clients.
We want the community to be served with Medicare. Yep.
And you know what? It just makes sense. Give him a call. It's just free to you to work with him. And the phone number to call is 602-541-7656. His website is tapestryinsurancegroup.com. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to talk further. And honestly, this is something that people need to listen up, because there's a lot of people that are out of work right now. We're going to talk about people possibly getting to work with you, too.
Yep.
And believe me, when you work with him, whether you're doing it through Medicare or just working with him, you're going to love him. 602-541-7656. Woohoo! We're going to be back in just a minute.
Warning, foot numbness, leg pain, and wounds that don't heal can be signs of peripheral artery disease, which, if left untreated, can result in leg amputation and shortened life expectancy. The good news is that Modern Vascular is here to help with 4 locations in the greater Phoenix area. Modern Vascular uses innovative outpatient procedures to help save thousands of patients each year from unnecessary amputations. Early detection can be life-saving. Visit modernvascular.com today and know your options. If you are thinking about a reverse mortgage, you must stop and listen to this. Call Mike Allen now at 602-423-3996. No origination fees, and you'll receive a credit for your appraisal and counseling fee at closing. It's so important to pick the right broker. It comes down to the fees that you are charged. So call Mike Allen at 602-423-3996 or go to myreverseteam.com to get all the answers to your questions risk-free. Not all borrowers will qualify. Lonatic LLC is a licensed mortgage broker. Arizona license number 0936435. Michael Allen, NMLS ID 5390966. Lonatic is not acting on behalf or endorsed by a government agency. Equal housing opportunity lender.
My name is Ted Watkins. I'm an enrolled agent before IRS. I have been on Carol's Show, Networking Arizona, for over 8 years. Carol's Show is by far the best marketing investment I have ever made. All self-employed entrepreneurs should call Carol immediately. Call today. You will not regret it.
You know, the one thing you can't afford to do with your debt is nothing. McCarthy Law helps people just like you who are struggling to make their payments. So don't put your head in the sand. Let the experienced attorneys at McCarthy Law negotiate these matters for you. Call today at 855-976-5777. That's 855-976-5777 or online at mccarthylawyer.com. And take the burden off your shoulder.
Are flocks of birds and pigeons steadily gaining the ground in the battle for your home? Ritterbird Pest and Termite has redefined bird control in Arizona with proprietary materials and installation methods that are the best you'll find anywhere. With prompt response times, easy and flexible scheduling, and reasonable rates, our always courteous and dependable staff is here to serve you. Residential or commercial packages. To schedule your free estimate, call Ritterbird Pest and Termite today at 623-587-0125. That's 623-587-0125. Instead of saving your loose change in a jar, start saving it in your own personal app with SaveCoins. Become a SaveCoins saver by going to the App Store and downloading SaveCoins today. With the SaveCoins app, you can instantly find out when your cash has been deposited. Finally, there's an easier way to save your cash. No delay. Download the SaveCoins app today to become a SaveCoins saver. For more information, visit SaveCoins.com. That's SAVCoins.com. SaveCoins, an easier way to save physical cash.
If I traded it all.
Welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Michael Henderson, and he is the owner of Tapestry Insurance Group. Probably one of the most fun guys, and I know a few of them, but you are way up on the top there. But
well, we got to have fun, or what?
Right.
What
the
is
world
life
is
without
falling,
some fun?
The sky is falling down. We might as well have fun.
You have to have fun with what you do.
Right.
And I'm lucky. I'm blessed because I love what I do, so I have fun with it anyway. But if I can add a little humor to somebody's lives when they're talking about insurance, that's even better. It doesn't always happen, but it's always better.
Sure. Because this is a serious conversation.
It is.
For the people that are dealing with what should I do, what shouldn't I do, which way should I go or not.
Yeah, you know, it's there's a lot of information out there. I just met with a gentleman this week who is retired military. He's on TRICARE for life. Great insurance.
My dad was on that.
Yeah, it's great insurance. And if you're retired military, thank you for your service. He had TRICARE for life, which you have to be on Medicare to have TRICARE for life. You have to be on A and B. But that also then entitles him to some additional benefits that he didn't even know about, for instance. He can get additional benefits over and above TRICARE for life through Medicare. And so I was able to educate him on those.
See, so that's why it's wonderful to talk to somebody who is educated and experienced and in this field. Michael, he helps everybody within the whole entire Southwest.
Yep.
He takes those phone calls himself to find out a little bit about you, and then if it's not him that can help you, then what he does is he then will show you to somebody in your area, and it's so important that you talk to somebody that you know that you can rely on. We talked about that trust. It's very, very important. His phone number to call is 602-541-7656, tapestryinsuranceGroup.com. Leave a message.
Leave me a message.
That's it. That's the most important thing that you can do is leave the message.
Yep.
We also talked, you said that you love what you do. Okay?
I do love what I do.
I know that it has to be rewarding because, when you're dealing with older folks and they are concerned, when you can ease their mind, I guarantee you that must be what you love about it.
It really is. I was talking to an agent down in Tucson,
or Timbuktu.
It wasn't Timbuktu, Florida. I actually don't have any agents in Timbuktu, Florida, but we did verify there is one.
But the people there look like they're old enough for Medicare.
Maybe we need an agent in Timbuktu. Anyway, she was, she's down in Tucson, and I was just telling her, I was actually talking to her about coming over and working with us, and I said, gosh. Insurance people, we have a rap as being salespeople, and obviously there's those sales ads on TV and things like that. But I told her my philosophy of helping people and serving the community with what we do. And I told her, I said, I feel like we volunteer every day, but we're still able to pay our bills. It's like the best of both worlds.
Right.
That's why I can always have a smile on my face. I feel like I'm volunteering with something I love to do, but I'm able not to have the creditors knock at my door. I'm able to pay my bills and have electricity and things like that.
Isn't it wonderful to just love what you do every day?
Exactly. Yeah.
Now that's what we're going to talk about now because you're looking for people to work with you, agents.
Yeah. We're always trying to find new, good, what I would call good agents, but that doesn't mean good because people don't start out as agents. But
what do they need to be qualified to work with you? What are your requirements?
We want people that have a desire to serve the community in some way. Meaning, we have teachers, ex-teachers, we have ex-military, we have a lot of different people in our pharmaceutical reps, all kinds of things. But you've got to have that desire to, I believe, you have to have the desire to serve and educate people. Some agencies, they're there to sell, push a product on somebody. We're not. So we take a different approach, and that's the kind of people I want to work with. It's much more rewarding, in my opinion.
And what is the turnaround time? So somebody's listening to this, and they're saying, you know what, maybe I would like to do something like that. Who are you looking for? Tell them the type of person that you're looking for, what the requirements are.
Well, you have to have an insurance license. For Medicare specifically, you have to have a health insurance license.
Do you help people with that if they needed to?
We have a discounted.
Just checking.
Yeah, we have a discounted education program that people can get at their education stuff for half price. It's about $100 it costs. Then you got to go get your test taken with the state, which is another $60 or so in the state of Arizona, and then you get your insurance license.
Where can you start?
Once you pass the test, you get your insurance license.
Where can you start a business for $160?
Yeah, it's pretty inexpensive. There's other parts that are hard to it. You have to learn a lot. You learn a lot. You do a lot of certifications, recurrent training, and things like that. And you can't just expect people to come knock down your door. You have to be out in your community and helping people and educate people. So we have all kinds of people. So that's starting from the basics. But if somebody has their insurance license, if you're listening to this and either you work in insurance in another field, or if you do Medicare but you don't feel like you're getting the support that you need, we also do things a bit differently on the back end for our agents. We do a lot of things to help them service their clients. We do a lot of things to help them with customer service on the back end. We help with co-op for marketing and things like that too. So there's a lot of agents that have tried Medicare, and maybe it's a tough business. That's why we do it a little differently. But if you're out there and you feel like you need to look at other options as far as where you're at doing Medicare, give us a call. You might be a fit for what we do as well.
So the phone number to call is 602-541-7656. I truly, and by the way, it doesn't have to be just right here. It's the whole entire Southwest.
We
And
work
what
in.
people-
We're in 32 states.
Oh, wow.
We always say the Southwest because it's the radio show here, but we're in 32 states.
Well, actually, we are heard of all of Arizona and part of California, New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, Nevada on the
Okay,
radio.
we're all
and then
over.
stream live around the world on the web. So, it's a 50,000.
Boom.
Only a year and a half. Oh, my God, you finally found
Boom.
that out.
I
But
just
boom
found
is
that out.
Boom is right. So anyone can call you basically from almost anywhere, and
Yep.
they can call and talk to you about this. And here's the thing about people. People like to resonate with somebody. You have to resonate with them. And I think almost everybody, when they meet you, they feel a connection, because that's just the kind of guy that you are. When I say that you're
try.
you do.
Yeah.
And you're fun, you're jovial, and but you care so much about your clients and how you follow them. And anybody that works with you is going to learn the way that you are. And that is a wonderful thing to bring to the plate.
And I think we have fun together. When we have group meetings and things, we have fun together. We did our last kickoff event for 2022 because we have a kickoff event for the next year to have all the carriers come in and explain their plans to our agents and things. And we did it at the Odyssey Aquarium, and so agents could tour the aquarium afterwards. So we try to do things that keep the boring insurance industry fun.
Well, you know what? There's nothing. I don't think anything boring really when it comes to Medicare, as you're thinking. And for a person out there that's listening to this, maybe you're a little bit older, you're retired, and you just realize, this is not what I want. Maybe you've been in a position where you no longer have that position that you have now. And you call your own shots, right?
Yep.
You help them through
You're in
it.
business for yourself. Yeah. If you can only golf so much. So yeah, we have a lot of agents that are semi-retired. They call themselves semi-retired because they're doing Medicare now, but they.
And what's lovely that when you are even older, right? Is the older folks like to talk to the same people that are because they resonate with them.
You meet a lot of good people. It's a lot of fun. It's hard work. It's not easy because there's regulations in place to protect people, to protect the seniors, which is a good thing. But that makes our job a little harder to get a hold of people and things like that. But it's all about getting the word out. I've been with you for a couple years, and all I do is try to get the word out.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier today, I'd love you to call us, but if you have a local agent, that's great. Just use a local agent somewhere.
Agent. Do not call the people and go ahead.
Because that's the hard part of this business. But the local agents are the ones that are putting in the time to learn your market and learn what's here and learn what would be best for you. Somebody in Timbuktu, Florida may not know Maricopa County very well.
I'm sure they don't. But what I was going to say too is that the people that when you're dealing with this, you could also make mistakes. You have to be very careful of who you talk to, and to make sure that you just don't call those people, the 800 numbers. I know people get inundated with, I get it. I mean, I'm not even really 65 yet. I got another a year, at least another year.
But you're going to have the mail start stacking up, I guarantee you.
The mail is coming in already.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people out there that actually like to read that, because what else they got to do? They're going to read it, and they're looking at it, and it just becomes so mundane and monotonous because of so much. Really, this best thing to do is you're confusing yourself even more.
Yeah, because they're all the things you get in the mail, except for the stuff that comes directly from the federal government. All that stuff is sales stuff. So they're trying to give you the little bullet points that why their plan is good, for instance. But that doesn't give you the whole picture a lot of times.
So for someone that's just turning 65, tell them so much better that you start. When's the best time to call you?
So anytime. First of all, that's the short answer. To get a little more detailed with that, we can actually look at plans and give you, kind of go through your situation, and if you decide to enroll in a plan, we can do that up to 90 days before your effective date of your Medicare, which is, by the way, always on the first of a month. So if you're born, March 15th, your Medicare effective date will be March 1st. Okay? So, but call us anytime. If it's 6 months out or a year out. I talk to people. Just talked to somebody a couple weeks ago. They don't turn 65 for another year, but that's fine. They wanted to talk about their employer group coverage, all that stuff.
And also, what happens if you're a solopreneur like me? I mean, there's nobody, you're not getting any of that. You don't know what to do.
Yep.
And there's just so much. And if you're on medication, That's even more
Let's
important.
look at it. You need to look at it.
Look at that ahead and find out, because even today, in today's world, it's changed quite a bit.
It does.
You need to have somebody that you can talk to just like the old days, and that is
We're
what
here.
Michael does.
We're here.
Woohoo! Michael is here. The phone number to call him direct and leave a message, because he can't call you back unless you do. It's 602-541-7656. It's TapestryInsuranceGroup.com. If you are looking maybe to join the group, you should check it out, because if you're looking to do something extra
Give me a
for
call.
very little money, you can start something, and you know what? You could change your entire life as well.
Yep.
He services the entire Southwest. This is a free service to you, the families out there. 602-541-7656.
Across that line, if I traded it all